Well, good afternoon and welcome to Cooking in the Kitchen. I'm Patrick Evans. Glad you guys could join me. It's a little bit different this week because we're on vacation. I'm not in my own kitchen. We found this fantastic house. Originally, we were going to go all the way up to Carmel, but those plans didn't work out. The week got a little truncated. So we ended up coming up here to just south of Pismo Beach in Oceano, and we found this really incredible house. I'm going to show you the view. We're right on the water. And it's just absolutely terrific. So we wanted to do something a little easy and a little fun since we were out on vacation. I'm going to do two things for you. First of all, we've opened up a little champagne because, hey, it's vacation and it's Thursday. And by the way, this champagne that we're enjoying is Letitia from Letitia Winery. It's right on the 101. You've probably driven past it a bunch of times, but I really encourage you to stop. We had a great experience. You have to make reservations. We can take a picnic. We did. And we stopped and got some great sandwiches from Panino in Los Olivos, and then we had a really nice tasting. It wasn't actually tasting. They give you a glass and you can enjoy it outside. But today what we're going to do, a couple of different things that I got from a really fantastic cookbook that is one of my favorite stops along the route as you go from Southern to Northern California through Big Sur. Hello, Richard Henry Fano, my good friend and the great piano player from the Villanova in Newport Beach. And he plays at Bocce's, great guy. So today what we're going to do, I'm going to show you the cookbook. Where did I hide it? Here it is. And many of you may have been to this place, Napenthe. It's absolutely terrific. They are open because they have a lot of outdoor dining. If you're headed up that direction, I recommend to stop there. But the specialty of the house is something called an Ambrosia Burger. And we can do it with veggie patties, which we are going to do tonight, as well as good old-fashioned beef burgers, which we are also doing. Although, here's one of the things you always have to check out when you go to a rental house, and I failed to do so. We're out of gas in the grill. It's a tragedy. I'm going to go get some before dinner, but I pan-fried our burger. But what I'm going to make for you, a couple of different toppings, and you can use these with burgers, steaks. The Ambrosia sauce would be great on chicken as well, and they're both recipes out of this Napenthe cookbook. And also, if you go to Napenthe and you are of age, you need to order a Ramos Fizz. It's the drink that put Napenthe on the map. It involves egg whites and a whole bunch of other stuff. I was brave enough to try it once. Hello, Dave Stegwell. Russ, good to see you both. All right, so what we're going to do is make some delicious Gorgonzola Butter, which is fantastic on steaks, and I've already started that process. I've got my hamburger going over here, and we're going to make the Ambrosia sauce, which is really super easy. And it involves just 3 ingredients and a little mixing. And again, you can find these recipes. You can go online. This Ambrosia sauce is actually kind of all over the place. It's been around a while. The Gorgonzola recipe is a little harder to find, but it is also quite easy. And I just want to do something quick and easy, but this is something you guys can use when you're grilling at home. Obviously we're headed down toward cooler temperatures, so it's going to be a little bit better to get outside and do some grilling. And there's Nikki. Yeah, I know you're waiting to find out what Ambrosia is all about. Hello, Mike Overacre from Roanoke, Virginia. There's no bourbon tonight. I'm drinking champagne because, man, I'm on vacation. We're drinking a little Letitia. It's very nice. Cheers to you. I hope you guys are having a good Thursday. All right. The family is all over here. They all want to go to the beach, but instead they're in here watching the cooking show. So say hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
And by the way, I've got the burgers all ready to go on the grill when I go get the gas. They're ready to go. All right, we're going to make the Ambrosia sauce so Nikki no longer has to wonder what it's all about. And it is so easy, but it's also so delicious. So I'm going to point it down here. What I want you to see, it involves mayo. You got a little organic mayo. You're going to need about a cup of this. And then a little mild green salsa. And I just got the roasted tomatillo salsa. You're going to put that in there. And that's a quarter of a cup, so not very much. I'm going to double the recipe, so I'm going to use 2 cups of mayo, a half a cup of this, and any tomato sauce that you want to use. I picked up some from Trader Joe's. It's always nice. It's organic. I'm going to use half a cup of that. So that's it. And you're going to stir that, combine it, and it's going to make a great sauce to top your burgers or whatever you want to make. I also have to watch this fixture. Anyway, let's make this first. And we'll do this. And again, this is good for just about anything that you pull off the grill. So I said about 2 cups of mayo. I'm eyeballing it. That looks like, it's about 2 cups. We'll go with that. And I said it was going to be about a half a cup of this, which is the roasted tomatillo sauce, but you can use any mild green salsa that you want to use. Let's see. Let me grab another spoon. It's always fun working in a kitchen that's not yours. But I'm going to use about a half a cup of this, and let's see, this container is 12 ounces, so I need a little bit more. About that. That's good. And then, like I said, a half a cup of the tomato sauce. So I'm going to put that in. And this is a 15-ounce can, so I only want about 4 ounces of it. That looks good. And then all you do is mix. See, there's no cooking, baking, frying involved in making this sauce. And it is so delicious, and it goes so nicely with burgers, but it goes great on chicken. But this is their famous Ambrosia sauce, and if you ever go to Napenthe, you got to order the Napenthe burger, the Ambrosia Burger, and sit outside. And on a good day, you're going to see an incredible view of the Pacific from Big Sur. It sits in a little bit of a curve, so you're out kind of on a point. Absolutely spectacular views. And if you're real lucky, you're going to get to see whales migrating, and you're going to have sometimes they have live entertainment, obviously not now during the pandemic, but since they are all out, mostly outdoor seating, it's a great place to go right now if you're traveling. Hello, Mark Glassman. Good to see you, one of our Desert's great photographers. So what you want to do is just mix that really nicely and get it all mixed in. And I think that probably needs a touch more mayo, which I will put in just a moment. But let's turn our attention to the blue cheese butter that we're going to be putting. So I'm going to give everybody a choice tonight. Usually at our house for dinner, we have two choices. Take it or leave it. But tonight, it's even better than that. Tonight, we have a couple of different choices. My burger's just about ready. What we're going to give them is an opportunity to have the blue cheese butter or the Ambrosia sauce, or they can, just put a little mayo, a little ketchup, it's all fine. Yes, sans bourbon tonight, Caroline. I'm drinking a little champagne because we're on vacation, and it's nice to be on vacation. Don't worry. For those of you who are concerned about it, I did bring backups. All right. Now, for the blue cheese butter, I'm going to lower this so you can see what I'm doing here just a little bit. All right. What I've done is I've sauteed a whole onion, and I've got it nice and caramelized. And then I've turned off the heat. I'm going to make the butter right in this pan, but you only want to use about half of the onion. So what we're going to do, and you reserve the other half to garnish if somebody wants some of that delicious caramelized onion on their burger, you can do that. So I'm going to take about half of that onion out, just like maybe a little bit more, because what we're going to do is make our blue cheese butter right in here. And it's a Gorgonzola butter. They recommend using a Gorgonzola cheese, so it's going to be a little sharper than your typical blue, but it's always very nice. And if you're not a blue cheese fan, I recommend going with the Ambrosia sauce this evening. So what I've got, look at this delicious blue cheese. Now, this is Gorgonzola, which is like a camembert and a blue cheese. It's a very soft, nice, ripe cheese, but it's got all those nice Gorgonzola flavors. But I chose this because I want it to blend real quickly with the butter. And you're going to need about 6 tablespoons of butter. I've got that right here. So again, we've sauteed our onion. We've removed half of the onion. I'm going to take out this butter, which has been brought up to room temperature. And there's no heat under this pan. You don't want to melt the butter. You just want to soften it while we do this process. And so we put the butter in with the onion. And then I'm going to consult my recipe. Hold on one second. What this calls for is about 4 ounces of cheese. So I got a little more than that here, but I'm just going to do that. This also comes with a little bit of that crust on it, the rind. Thank you. It's good to have my wife here. The rind, and so you peel it off the rind for this. And then, once again, this is all just about mixing, but I'm going to do this in this still warm pan. And what you want to do is get that blue cheese combined with that wonderful melted butter, softened butter, and these wonderful caramelized onions. And I'm going to let that heat up just a little bit, and we're going to continue to stir that around. Now, one of the nice things is once you get this all mixed, take it completely off the heat, and if you want to, you can throw it back in the fridge and get it nice and firmed up, and then you just put a little smear right on top of your burger. Speaking of burgers, that is done. I'm going to take the burger off the heat. We'll be dealing with that in just a minute. Now you can see this better. So we're melting the cheese and the butter together with these onions, and it's going to be all nicely combined. Just have to do it. And it takes a little work, but it's real easy. And the only thing that we've actually cooked all day so far, the burger, and of course we sauteed the onions. Caramelizing the onions doesn't take very long. What you want to do is drop them in here with about a tablespoon of olive oil and a tablespoon of butter, so you get that nice brown caramelized flavor. It is really lovely. All right, I'm going to need a brave person from the gallery over there to come and taste our Gorgonzola butter. Who loves Gorgonzola? They're all pointing at each other. None of them want to come over here. They're all pointing at each other.
She just told us how much she loved it.
They're very, it's funny, they're very camera shy. They're not shy. You should have been here last night for the festivities. They're not shy at all. Now, do you see how beautiful this is getting? We've got all that wonderful cheese and butter. And again, what you're going to do before you serve this, I'm going to just get them to come over and taste it and make sure we've got the ratios right. But I'm going to chill this so that when we pull the butter, when we pull the burgers from the grill, once we get the gas refilled, we're going to just put this right on the burgers before you put them on the buns and serve it like that. So this butter will be firm and it'll just melt on top of those wonderful, perfectly done medium rare burgers. I buy really good beef. I got 90-10 beef burgers, and I know that it's good ground beef, so I'm not worried about, I'm not going to cook it all the way to well. I'm going to go to medium rare on those burgers. And all right, who's my volunteer?
All right, I'm coming.
Okay.
Should I get a cup?
Or just a spoon. You want to grab just a little spoon so we can you can tell me how delicious this is. Now hold on. All right. Hey Curtis, how are you? Good to see you. Okay, this is my beautiful wife Andrea. Hello. All right, she's the blue cheese fiend of the family. I think I've got this pretty well combined. This is the butter, the onion, and that Gorgonzola camembert. How is it?
I'd say more Gorgonzola.
More Gorgonzola, but that's you.
All right.
Do you think it needs more Gorgonzola, really?
And salt, maybe salt and pepper.
Everyone's a critic. So we're going to put a little more Gorgonzola in there. I did. But I really thought she'd just say, it's perfect, honey, thank you.
Sure.
Because normally she does. Usually I just whip something up and she says, this is fantastic. Let's see. Elaine says you do 85-15 organic, stays bigger. Yeah. I like to use the lower fat, obviously, because it's a little healthier. Also, though, because, when you use those 80-20 patties, they're going to shrink quite a bit on the grill. The 90-10 is going to give you a nice sized burger. I've just grilled, pan fried that one. Can you see? Yeah. I mean, it stayed about the size that I made it, so that should be pretty good. All right. Can I get another? Oh, I didn't put any salt and pepper. Would you come over here and help me with the salt and pepper, please? Andrea? Sorry. Since you want a little salt and pepper in this. All right. It's good to get everybody involved in the family. All right. This is the Gorgonzola butter. All right. Put a little salt. Okay. Go easy. There's pepper right behind me. So we're going to just add a little salt and pepper to this to give it. And I want you guys to look at this. I'm going to give you a better shot of it. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And this is great on steaks, a filet. Everybody likes a blue cheese crusted filet. Hello, Richard Herwig. No need for pepper. Of course not. Richard, ketchup is too spicy for my friend Richard Herwig, who's watching. Hey, Zena. There we go. All of that is mixed up. And I'm going to chill this. So I'm going to put it in a little form and chill it so we can put those on the burgers. But that's about, is it good? Did you try it?
Oh, I didn't try it, but I'm sure it's excellent.
Okay, she says she's sure it's excellent. All right, so we got that pretty good. I wanted to show you guys the view from this house. I'll give you, here's everybody. This is our giant dinner table. There are my in-laws, my sister-in-law. The kids are down at the beach. So,
Actually, you can see them.
oh yeah, we'll be able to, but the sun is going to be at a very bad angle. But look at this gorgeous view and a grill that is gasless at the moment, but we're going to fix that. But look at this gorgeous view. So as you look up north, that's the bend around that way. It goes over toward Morro. There are the kids. There's my brother-in-law. Where can I see? Where are you guys? Oh, there you are. It's Ista, and there's Jonas coming in from the dunes. But you know, we're literally right here on the beach, and it's fantastic. So we're going to get the grill fired up, and we are going to be ready to go with that delicious ambrosia sauce. And like I said, I wanted to put, it looks like to me it needs just a little bit more mayonnaise, and I haven't taste tested it yet. So we're going to try that whilst we're still here. So this is the ambrosia sauce, and it needs to, I need a whisk to get this more fully mixed. But hello, Otters, and by the way, you just had a birthday, I believe. We are actually south of Morro Bay. We're even a little south of Pismo, but not much. Put a little more of the mayo in there. And I know that the Lithuanian contingent in my family loves extra mayo. And they would probably want to put a little ketchup in this, but I refuse to do it. And dill, of course, some dill. They like dill and everything. So this is our home for the last couple of days in a really, really nice little, not so little rental house. I mean, we have room. If you guys, the first people to post, we'll give you $500, can come on up because we got 2 extra bedrooms. I'm kidding. Don't do that. I'm joking. Actually, we're only here for one more night, but it's been a great place because the kids have lots of room to romp around. It is right on the beach, and it's also close to just about everything. We took a drive up to Morro Bay this morning, and it took about 35, 40 minutes from here. It wasn't bad, right up the 101. We stopped at Letitia Winery on the way. We actually, you know, one of our kids is a high school sophomore. So we drove through Cal Poly Pomona to take a look at, Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. That's a fun campus. And all right, here's our ambrosia sauce. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm going to give it a sample. It still needs to be mixed in a little bit better, but let's see if it tastes like ambrosia. That is exactly the way it's supposed to taste. It's like if I close my eyes, I'm at Napenthe right now. That is delicious. All right, so 2 things. Always double check your gas grill to make sure that the propane's not out, because that's going to delay dinner. Luckily, we're not going to eat for a little while. This sauce, both of these, very easy. You saw how quickly everything came together, and if your spouse is more agreeable, then you don't have to put in more cheese. But no, this was, I've actually never made this before. I've just had it, but this is going to be fantastic. Like I said, you're going to put this on steaks and chops and burgers. I'm going to mix that in a little bit more, and then we're going to refrigerate it before we grill the burgers. The burgers are ready to go, and you can use both of these sauces. You're going to be probably back out at the grill now that the temperatures are coming down a little bit. I know it was really, really nice and pleasant, far cooler today in the desert than it has been the last several days. So we're headed back toward grilling season, and these are sauces that you can use with just about anything that you want to pull off the grill. And like I said, the ambrosia sauce is particularly good on chicken in addition to beef, and we're going to do it with veggie burgers as well. So anyway, I wish you guys a very happy Thursday. We've got our Gorgonzola Butter. We've got our ambrosia sauce. I've got some fantastic burgers ready to grill. And I know that one of the helpful people in our family has already run out to get the propane. I'm sure I won't have to do that. And so we're just going to continue to enjoy the last couple of days of our vacation. And I will see you bright and early on Monday morning on News Channel 3. cheers, and have a great rest of your evening and a great weekend. So, and I'm just gonna, honestly, I'm gonna take pictures of the Napenthe recipes, and I'm just gonna post them right there so you can just grab those. But they're real easy. Again, the Ambrosia is 1 cup of mayonnaise, a 1/4 cup of tomato sauce, and a 1/4 cup of green salsa. That's it. Stir it in. Oh, someone mentioned the apron. I'm glad you guys mentioned that. I forgot all that. We showed up at this rental house. Most of you know that I have dachshunds. We have dachshunds at home. Obviously, the people who own this vacation rental do too, because they have this great apron, which I'm sure is not going to go home with me, I promise. We found this, the dachshund dishcloth, but my favorite so far, they love dachshunds here as much as I do, and of course it's backwards to you, but it says, I run on caffeine, dachshunds, and cuss words. This mug, it should just say Patrick right here, because that's pretty much me. All right, guys, we're going to enjoy the beach, and I'm going to run out and get some propane for the grill. Thank you very much for checking in. Like I said, have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you on Monday morning. Signing off from just outside of Pismo Beach.